Hey everybody, I'm here with my good friend Rich Norton. How you doing today, Rich?
I'm doing excellent. Always great to talk with you, my friend.
Right back at you. Always enjoy these. This is our last one for our little segment here of our blue shirts that are matching, which is fantastic. We've been talking
Yes,
about integrated payments, point of sale, and here's what I want to ask you about today, Rich. As a sales agent, right? Your role out in the field when you run across somebody that maybe needs a larger solution, right? Talk about how do you really generate interest? How do you dig in and find the pain points and things so that whether you're trying to go one call close or you're going to kick it to the expert team for a demo, how do you really tee that person up to make sure that, hey, this is not a waste of everybody's time. This person, there's something here for them.
absolutely. See, representatives, I think they get caught up in learning a pitch, and that's important to have the
Mm,
knowledge and being able to present everything. But what ends up happening is they get the pitch down and they talk and they talk and they want to make sure they're saying it right, but they forget the most important thing, and that's the interaction with the merchants. Very
right,
important.
right.
And that's amazing how I love it that representatives, like, we have so much information on our Payrock website. I have information on our website that we have for our representatives, and they have a philosophy. It's like, man, I gotta learn everything. I'm not getting out there until I know everything. And then they know all the different products, and you know how that works, all the
Yep.
different programs, fully knowledgeable, but they miss the most important thing. And this is what we don't teach enough. And that's why I have such a passion for this, is we teach about selling. It's like, I know the information, but they don't know how to sell it. And
Right.
it's like, wow, I got all this information down, and I went out and talked to 20 businesses, and nobody even wanted to talk to me at all. Okay, well, let's work on that. And that's the important part. It's all selling ourselves. How do representatives go out there and write 10 in 1 week while others don't write any? Because they're selling themselves. So you really got to work on that first impression, getting the people to like you, getting the people to listen to you, getting the people to trust you. And how does that come? The eye contact, being genuine, being sincere, and having control. The person that's asking the questions is the one that's in control.
Mm,
Very important that people
yep.
understand. So when you're walking into businesses, you're going in there with the mentality, I'm helping people and I want to find out what are their pain points. So get to know them, how long they've been in business, what type of solution. Tell me, let them start talking. The best salespeople are the best listeners. Let them talk. Tell me what you're using right now and how that's working for you. Tell me how you take your payments right
Mhm.
now and what are you using, and let them show that to you. Now, if there was something, here's where you can, it's a great question to find out some pain points. If there's something that you can change or you'd like to see improve to make your life easier, I know there's probably a bunch, but what's number one and number two on your list right now? So
Great
get
question.
them talking. I've got I've got this terminal right here, but I'd like to have something where I can put my inventory in there. Or I'd like to have a point of sale, or I'd like to have something in the back where my cooks don't. I have to scream at them and tell them, "Hey, this order up is here." That's important to them. So you find that out. So yeah, in fact, and then you here's where salespeople mess up too. Well, I got the best solution ever. I'm gonna, they become the overzealous salesperson. That's where
Yeah.
you just got to lay back and be cool. Yeah, as a matter of fact, all the people that I've been helping out, that's what I hear a lot. And here's what they love about us. I teach people to do this all the time. Here's what all the merchants that I've been helping love about us. And then you put in whatever comes after that. That's going to go a lot further than you're going to love what I got. That's a typical
Yeah.
salesperson. So you have to be
Right.
cool, you lay back, and then you let them talk and let them write themselves up. And
Yeah.
remember, the person that's asking the questions is the person that's in control. That's not saying that they're not going to have questions, because they'll have questions.
Right.
However, when they ask the question, listen to the question, and whatever they say, respond positively, even if it's an objection. I'm glad you brought that up. What a great point. That's awesome that you said that. Many of the people I've been helping out have told me the same thing. And then you give a little scenario on how we help them. And then you come back with another question. And that's how you find out the
Yeah.
person that's in control is the one that's asking the questions.
Yeah, Rich, one thing I find so interesting in my experience consulting with software companies, and then also with a lot of agents and ISOs, is that I find that when software gets mixed in, somehow salespeople forget to sell. It's like they get this new idea in their head where they're like, oh, now I'm selling software. So that means all I have to do is illustrate to them that I have knowledge and show them the features. And as long as the features match up with their needs, they will just buy the software. And no, they
Yes.
won't. Most software companies that I've consulted for, if I had to describe their number one problem, it is that they don't know how to sell. Their people don't sell. And I hear them on the
Yep.
demo and I'm like, are you just waiting for this person to say no? Or are you ever going to close the, like, okay, they said that they like it 3 times. When are you going to say, great, have I earned your business? Or awesome, I'm looking forward to working with you. Let's start on some paperwork. Like, you got to do something, right? So if you
Yeah.
see that as
Yeah.
well, I feel like we just kind of
That's a
forget that
great
there's a
point.
sales
Yeah.
involved, you know?
They become a completely different person. It's
Yeah,
like and I get that. It's like you're stepping out of your comfort zone, right? You're getting
right.
into something new, but here you are, you're closing deals left and right. Now you're moving into this part of the industry. Now you become an explainer or a professional
Right.
visitor, right? Of
I like
what
that.
you're going to be what you're going to be presenting, and it's almost, this is why the mindset is so important. It's almost like you're waiting for them to say, okay, that sounds great, we'll give you a call,
Right.
so we're putting it back in
And,
their
and then you're
control.
like, oh, good, I did my job. It's like, no,
I
you
did
did
my
not do
job.
your job. That was not your
Yeah,
job. You're
yeah.
a
I
salesperson.
I explained how the software worked. Okay, well, that's great. You're not working in some Radio Shack place. I mean, you're a salesperson. You've got
Right.
to go out there and remember what you're called to do, and everything. Whatever program, product, service, you have to remember that we're here to help the merchant, and we're here to close the merchant.
Yeah.
Don't forget who you are. That's
Yes.
important.
Love it. Love it. Rich, it's always such a pleasure having you on the podcast. Before I let you go today, tell people how they can reach out to learn more about what you have going on if they're interested in learning more about your team.
Absolutely. Please reach out to me at 904-434-4635. You can text me. I got like 3 calls from all over the country while we were on a call here. So people are calling all over the country. So text me, reach out to me. I'll get back with you. Or you can email me at payrock, Payroc, Rich Norton at gmail.com.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Rich. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.